And this, in fact, is a reaction that's now coming in, a tweet, in fact, that is coming in from Shiv Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi, who, in fact, has also now chimed in as far as this entire row is concerned. And this is what her tweet says. She's gone on to say, honestly, if someone wanted specific information regarding someone, it's easier to get it through an RTI or a PIL rather than filing a PQ. Why is the question? That's how she's ended her tweet. So remember, multiple reactions continue to come in as far as this entire controversy is concerned. But what is important to note here is that as of now, it's Mahua Moitra fighting this lone battle on her own, because her party, the TMC, in fact, has not given any official reaction till now. So this is also giving a lot of fodder to the BJP, saying that why is the party of the Member of Parliament not in fact coming forward and defending her. Remember, all of this started with the allegations that had been made by BJP MP Nishikant Dubey, who in fact had gone on to say that out of the 50 questions of the 61, they were in fact asked on the behest of an industrialist, and thus we saw the name of Darshan Hiranandani coming in this controversy. Let's also now bring in our colleague and senior editor, Pallavi Ghosh, who is joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, interesting tweet there coming in by Priyanka Chaturvedi. Help us understand, has Mahua Moitra seen any support coming in from across the opposition parties?
In fact, the Shiv Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi has really, Ridhima, been the only one who's not once but repeatedly stood up for Mahua Moitra. And what really stands out is the fact that no one from her party is even issuing a statement. You're not seeing any statement either from the party officially or even many of her colleagues, both inside and outside the parliament.
Pallavi, I apologize for interrupting. I'll just request you to stay on with us. We in fact have from the Shiv Sena Priyanka Chaturvedi now joining us. Ma'am, good to have you with us here on CNN News 18. We've seen the tweet, but how do you see the allegations that have been made against Mahua Moitra? They're very serious in nature. There's bribery on one side and there's the compromise of the credentials of the parliament login on the other.
So two things I'd just like to say. Allegations need to be proved in any court of law for any kind of conviction to happen. That's step one. So allegations, everyone can make some allegations against X, Y, Z. But the onus of proving those allegations are by those who have made those allegations. That's point one. Point two, I have read both the affidavits that have been put, the notarized statement by the industrialist. It categorically does not even once say that the parliamentary questions are being used for the bribe that is supposedly being given to the Member of Parliament. All my tweet is about this. A Member of Parliament is supposed to file 5 questions. That's the maximum. And if they file above that, it goes for another day. A ballot chooses if that question comes as a starred question. Otherwise, it goes as an unstarred question where you do not have any follow-up questions to do. The information that usually comes out is information which more or less is in public domain. So if someone was to file an RTI or a PIL, there are better chance of him getting that information. So let's say, and I'm only talking hypothetically,
Sure.
if someone wanted to defame somebody or someone wanted to get information out of somebody, they wouldn't use the parliamentary questions for all I can say. Because of the disruptions, we don't even have the question hour. So what are we even talking?
Yeah, but
So
you
my
know,
point is, it's gone to the ethics committee. Let that probe. But what I can see are allegations, which will take a long time to be able to prove in any court of law.
ma'am, I get your point, but you know, there were allegations till the time they were only being made by Nishikant Dubey of the BJP, and one could have seen them as political differences as far as the discourse is concerned. But the fact that Darshan Hiranandani has now become an approver, and he's minced no words in terms of that affidavit, he's clearly gone on to say that yes, those questions were asked on behest of... Yes.
No, 1 second. I'm sorry, I'll have to interrupt you here. While I can totally understand why, with Mr. Dubey feeling that this was a breach of ethics, I totally get that, and that is why it has gone to the ethics committee. Now, if you're talking to me about the industrialist letter, all I'd like to say is, what is he saying? A woman was ambitious. So is it a problem if a woman is ambitious? A woman wanted national recognition. If you're a Member of Parliament, doesn't everyone who's made their way through the rigors of politics wants to have national importance? What is an opposition MP supposed to do? Hold the government to account? Now, last but not the least, what is he saying? A parliamentary, again, because that particular part is in
Sure.
the ethics committee, and I do not want to preempt this. What's he saying? She was aggressive. She was demanding of time, and she was asking for some favors. Now, I want to know a person, an industrialist with over 40,000 crores or 50,000 crores worth of capital, would indulge anybody.
Okay, Ms.
That's my
Chaturvedi.
question to you.
Sure, Ms.
As
Chaturvedi.
a woman, I would ask you as a
No,
woman.
no, Ms.
You know,
Chaturvedi.
it is so easy to character assassinate a woman, to question a woman's intentions, to question anything.
Ms. Chaturvedi, I
But
am not.
nobody is asking
I am not
questions.
indulging in any
Nobody is
character
asking
assassination. I was
questions.
just quoting the.
Just allow
Sure.
me. No, just allow me to complete. A person who has been in a relationship for over 4 years, has seen all of this, chooses to speak only after some breakup has happened. Doesn't that sound a question coming out of bitterness?
But Ms. Chaturvedi, I'm not even.
Allegations coming out of bitterness?
I'm not even getting into character assassination.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
only
now tell me,
quoting.
yeah.
I was only quoting the affidavit that in fact had
So
been
now
released
tell
by
me
Darshan
the
Hiranandani.
affidavit. Now
Ms. Chaturvedi,
affidavit-
no, one sec. Ma'am,
Listen,
I
again,
gave
one second.
ma'am, I gave you full time. Just let me complete my question at least. I was just asking you in terms as far as the breach of the credentials or the login portal is concerned. You're a member of parliament. You know the process better than anyone else. Isn't there a breach and a breach of the position of the member of parliament if these credentials have been shared with someone
Again,
else?
Dear ma'am, and with all respect, due respect, that is being probed by the ethics committee of the Lok Sabha. It's not for me to judge, preempt any judgment or preempt any decision that the ethics committee takes. Step 1. Step 2. What does it speak of an industrialist who has got the access to use that access to put in questions on behalf of a member of parliament? Rather than him becoming an approver, the question needs to be asked of the industrialist. And again, not my domain.
Sure.
I'm not sitting in judgment.
Okay.
I'm not going to be defending anything. It is part of the ethics committee. Ethics committee has enough number of MPs who are going to be deciding on this particular thing.
Okay.
All I say is this: the person who is being accused also should be heard, and
Okay.
allegations cannot become convictions. That's all.
Okay. Ms. Chaturvedi, lastly, before I let you go, how do you see the silence of the TMC? That party hasn't come out and defended the member of parliament, which seems to be giving a lot of fodder to the BJP.
No, they can keep all the fodder that they need. I'm sorry. I just have one thing to say here. This was made, a big thing was made out of it when she made some comments on Ma Kali, that she's going to be suspended from the party. Her party hasn't stood by her. Then there were some comments and she got into a spat with the speaker. Oh, look, her party hasn't stood by her. But even in their silence, the party stood by her.
Okay.
What are we even speaking about? My only point is this. She is a woman who is fighting this out. She's asked some tough questions. She's asked questions which concern every single taxpayer of this country.
Okay.
We are asking that there is some financial transactions that have happened, some benefits that a businessman has got. Who has given him the benefits? What are we doing with our, all the stakeholders, all the agencies? Why aren't they investigating?
Sure.
Why are they quick to investigate the opposition but are not quick to investigate some wrongdoings that are happening?
Okay.
Why is SEBI asking ORCCP to give them information about FPIs?
Okay.
While our own government of India, which enjoys enjoys good diplomatic relations with other countries, is
Sure.
not stepping in to help the SEBI, what are we talking about?
Okay.
Don't we as citizens of this country want answers from our government? If we don't, then okay, we can
Sure.
levy allegations against any member of parliament who's asking some tough questions.
Okay.
Let's defame them all.
Sure.
Let's silence them all, and let's be happy with our
Okay.
lives that everything's good and cozy in this country.
Okay. Ms. Chaturvedi, unfortunately, I will have to leave that conversation there. We do appreciate you joining us here on CNN News 18.